Today we're going to be showing you how to hook up your Nayax VPOS touch credit card reader to any Pulse machine. It could be a Pulse claw machine or even a vending machine or anything like that. So let's go. Here we are at the machine. We have a 4-pin CPU connector. I'll have that linked down in the description. What we're going to be doing is stripping off each of these 4-pin CPU wires. There's two sides. Basically, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be hooking one of the 4 pins up to the Nayax wire and one of the 4 pins up to the machine to where the Nayax can be unhooked from the machine with just one easy 4-pin. You can unhook it at any point, and this is easy for you to go and test your dollar bill acceptor and coin mech. If you're on location, you can test all of that without having it track on the Nayax reader. Now, yeah, we're going to be doing it on our brand new Prize Cube machine that we're putting into our mall location. For starters, we're going to be then stripping off each of the Nayax wires. The blue, that is Pulse 2. So we're going to be stripping off 5 of the wires. We got Pulse 2, Pulse 1, and then we have red and black, which is our AC/DC plus and minus. We're stripping those, and then brown is ground. So that's what we're going to be doing here, those 5 wires, and just so then we're going to go ahead and we're going to solder these. So you're going to hook each one up to the 4-pin. Leave the ground out. Don't hook the ground up to the 4-pin. Do Pulse 1, Pulse 2, and then your 2 power cords, which is your red and your black cords. It'll give you labels on your Nayax Pulse wires. So we're going to be soldering these here. Pretty simple. If you don't know how to solder, go watch a soldering tutorial. Pretty easy. You just heat it up, and then we're going to be putting the sleeve over that. This is the most professional way you can do it. If you're a vendor and you're getting in this full time, these wires will stay here and they're not going to be going anywhere. Don't do a janky setup like some vendors do. This is the best way you're going to do it. So now that we have all those 4 wires hooked up, we're going to be going into our power. The power we like to hook into our lights on the coin mech. For us, it's the red and the black wires. This is going to be AC/DC plus and negative. Yeah, so he is right now, he just stripped the red wires. So you just cut them in half, and then you strip each end to where there's 2 ends. And then you have to, it doesn't matter where you put them on the 4-pin, you just have to make sure that the 4-pin going into the wire in the machine lines up with the wire from the Nayax reader. So all we're going to be doing is you just connect the 2 red ones together then. You twist them together, and then you twist the 4-pin wire onto those 2 red wires. You twist that together, you solder it just like that, and then yeah, it's super simple. This is the easiest way to do it, and honestly, there's not any videos on YouTube really showing you this. Then you put the sleeve over that, very easy. Then you heat up the sleeve. You can do that hair dryer too. And then we're going to be doing the exact same thing to the black wire. You just twist them together, hook it up to the 4-pin. Like I said, it has to line up on the other end of the 4-pin. What I would do is I'd connect the 4-pin and then just run, just check to make sure you're running the right one. And at this point, you can power up the machine and power on your Nayax reader because you're giving power to the Nayax reader. Now we're going to be going into our Pulse wires. For us, Pulse was the white wire here. Once again, cut it in half, strip both ends, solder it together, put the sleeve over it. To check to see what your pulse is, you can touch the end of your Pulse 1 to your coin mech, and you could just put it right to where the power, the spot where that white wire connects, or whatever wire, you put it right to that, and then you can just, so then you put in quarters, and then Nayax will say thank you. That's how you can test. And then you take that wire, you cut it in half, solder it, put the sleeve over it like he's doing right there. Super, super easy. So that's Pulse 1. You want to probably put your Pulse 1 into your coin mech. That's the easiest way to do it. Pulse 2 is a whole different story, and we actually went into the second day because we had to call Nayax. To get your Pulse 2 activated, you have to call Nayax, and Nayax kind of sucks. As you can see, we're testing the quarters right there. It went to the thank you screen. We're going to give the claw machine a quick play, and I'll show you guys the Pulse 2 wire. But like I said, you have to call Nayax to activate Pulse 2. Nayax kind of sucks, so the best way to get a hold of them, call them directly when they open at like 7 in the morning or whenever they open. You're probably going to be on hold for about an hour, but if you call them any later than that, you're not going to get a hold of them. So have them activate your Pulse 2. Once your Pulse 2 is activated, you're going to test to see which one is Pulse coming out of the dollar bill acceptor. Once again, you can stick the Pulse 2 wire into the 9-pin to keep, and then you put dollars in, and it'll say thank you. Our Pulse wire, so the blue one on the Nayax, hooked up. I think that's the blue one on the dollar bill acceptor. Once again, cut, strip, and then solder. Put the sleeve over, you're done. Super, super easy. It's just hard to learn how to initially do it. Once you know how to do it, it's actually a really easy job to do. Giving it a couple of quick test plays, and as you can see, when we put that dollar in, it said thank you. So this was by far the easiest way to do it. And if you're a vendor getting a ton of stuff on route with Nayax readers and everything, you need to be able to do this, and you need to be able to track cash and coin, especially if you're doing commercial contracts. So now with all these wires hooked up, you're tracking coin, you're tracking cash, you're tracking credit card sales. When you go on your Nayax app, you are going to see how much money your machine is making. It's not going to just tell you how much credit card sales you're doing. This is how you can track all of your sales from your app and be able to know how many dollars it's taking through. And it'll make it a lot easier for taxes then too, because if you go collect from your claw machine, you can just throw the money in your bank account because you already know how much money the machine made from your Nayax app. So yeah, if this video is helpful, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below if you want to see any other tutorials. Without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.